Hello, my name is River. This is your first time watching one of my videos. My channel is dedicated to the early stages of figuring out if you could have dissociative identity disorder, also known as, or formerly known as, multiple personality disorder. Um, so it's just a bunch of videos with me and my alters or parts of consciousness or different identity states, if you want to call them. We just share experiences of finding out about one another, finding out about our systemhood, and what life is like for us in the early stages. This January 2024, will be a year between my one of my alters. His name is Carl. Fronting for the first time, which was like undeniably the part of my timeline where I'm like, yep, that wasn't fucking me. That was an alter or something that took over my body. And that's how I kind of stamped on I could have DID. I'm still working on a diagnosis with my psychiatrist. I actually just finished meeting with him right now. I'm in the car in the parking lot of where I meet with him. Yeah. I'm gonna make a quick update. I always say that, and the videos end up being at least like 10 to 15 minutes long. But we haven't filmed a video in like a fucking I should probably take that sticker off so you don't know what hospital I go to. We haven't made a video in like a month, and it's because we have been super depressed. Like very, very depressed, which is on par for this time of year for us, on par for how our mental health goes, and also just the work we've been doing with our trauma specialist. My doctor kind of pointed that out for us. He was like, so like, how's your sessions been going with your dissociative specialist? And I was like, oh, like I had my first trauma memory come up. And he was like, when was that? And I was like, oh, like I really don't know, but I was like, maybe 2 months ago, a month and a half ago or something. And he was like, and I was like, oh shit, maybe like the reason I'm so depressed now, on top of like the anniversaries of just how my mental health goes, could be because of the therapy appointment that I had with her. So I'm just gonna give you like a little system update video. I think because we're so depressed, no one's really been switching out, because who would want to live in this reality? I fucking don't, I'll tell you that much. I've noticed that Derek seems to always be around with me. I get like little vibes of like, sometimes I hear like thoughts that he's sending my way. Sometimes it's just like his aura just gets like flooded over my awareness. And other times I can get like glimpses of him. Like if I'm listening to a song he likes, I'll get a glimpse of him like rocking out to it. So it's nice. It's nice to feel like he has my back. Alters who haven't been around much at all, I would say, are like Zendaya and Carl the most, my littles. Sometimes I get like pieces of my littles, kind of like I just described with Derek, when like I'm around toys, or like we went to something in my city where like you drive through Christmas lights, and the littles were like basically fronting during that car ride, or very close to the front, I should say, like just enjoying all the magical Christmas lights. Don't really know what else to say. It's like sometimes I go through like a pretty long phase, maybe like a couple weeks or whatever, just in general what I'm talking about, where like nobody's really around or switching out, and I start to like have really bad denial, and I'm like, did I just make this whole thing up? Like, where did everyone go? Like, was this just like a really imaginative part of my life or something? I'm having an easier time not like falling into the denial trap, so I'm understanding that this is just the course of being a system, you know. And I know that like different systems front and switch differently than other systems. I think my system can like go a long time without any like frequent and like not current, but like reoccurring switching. I know Brielle always wants to switch out, but she is very firm on her I'm not going to switch out unless I have my ears boundary. And I like carry her ears around sometimes, like usually they're in my work fanny pack, or like if we go to school, they're in the school bag and stuff. So She does get her chances, but probably not as often as she would like. The others, like sometimes Derek wants to switch out, and it's like the body's like, we don't have the energy for Derek right now. We're just gonna. And I've also been sleeping a lot. Like if I'm not at work, I'm pretty much just sleeping for like 24 hours at a time, just solid sleep because I'm so fucking depressed. Like what else is new? I keep saying that. I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't really know what else to talk about if I'm being honest. This video might actually be a short video. I think I'm getting like the vibe that somebody wants to switch out. So I think I'm gonna try to like encourage or like not block the possibility of a switch as much as I probably am in real life. It feels weird to be like I can control. I don't think I can control because like there's times when like someone just gets thrown into the front and no one knows fucking why. So it's not like I really have that much power over who can switch out, but I also feel like I have a good control of like suppressing a switch, which I think I've heard other like systems talk about, like being able to suppress switching. I think I hear Derek being like, I want to say hi, so I don't think we'll switch on camera. We try not to do that. Not that for any real reason. Like, I think it's like, it's very vulnerable, you know? Like, you don't want to do it in front of people. Like, even when, like, Brielle puts on her ears, like, we have to go into, like, a private room or, like, into the bathroom or something so she can put on her ears in peace and, like, get in her zone of, like, fronting. So, it would never be I don't think we would intentionally ever switch on camera. I think before, like like early 2024 winter, there was more switching on camera and stuff. We used to be like, oh, switch on camera and stuff. But that was just like when the system was like very buzzing and like alert and like, that was like such a weird time in my life. Like I remember being sleep deprived all the time, coming home from working my last overnight shift job, and then filming for like 4 hours after my shift and just like being so like buzzed because I was so sleep deprived and everyone just wanting to like talk, and it was just like everything just felt more lively then. Definitely more depressed now. It seems like the end of the year, early of the year, the mood just drops. I don't know what. I'm just gonna vape. Sorry if you don't want to see me vape. Also, my vape fucking broke on New Year's Eve, and like perfect timing because like who doesn't want to be miserable on New Year's Eve, right? So thankfully I had this old vape with a very old pod that is turning the vape juice like dark brown. So it's a little nasty, but and it doesn't hit as like strong. It's like very like I could tell the coil is like flooded from all the vape juice. And it's just I miss my old vape. Well, 'tis life, you know. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I hope everyone had a good New Year's Eve. I feel like I'm wrapping up the video and I don't mean to, and I always fucking do this. I'll accidentally just wrap the video for I'm done talking. I hope everyone had a good New Year's though. Ours was fun. We went out with our friends. I didn't get as drunk as I would have liked, but it was still a good time. We had the countdown happen in a line waiting to get into a bar, and we were right outside like core of downtown in my city, so we saw fireworks get off. And I went out with my best friend, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was like, honestly, I'm kind of happy it happened in the line because I really wanted to see the fireworks, and it was just nice. It was a good time. I remember the last like 45 minutes of the bar closed, my social battery like ran out and I just wanted to go home. And sorry, I'm just thinking of that night. And Taylor Swift came on, and I don't know if it was me or like Brielle or a combination, but like holy shit, we got so much energy. We started going off to those songs. It was like that one song, I think it was called like Love Story, and You Belong With Me. Like complete 360. Like the energy was there. Energy was pumping. And it was like funny because like people would look at me, and it feels so funny to be like, I know like stereotypes aren't real and stuff, but like I feel like that night I was very much coded as like a black guy, and I'm just going off to like Taylor Swift, and like it's just funny, you know? Like, I feel like the perception, like, I remember always hating the idea of being perceived and, like, people being able to look at me without me realizing they were looking at me, or, like, just existing in life. I always hated the idea of that. And now it doesn't bother me as much. But when I think of, like, situations like that, when, like, I'm presenting myself in a way that kind of, like, probably breaks the idea of what people who would perceive me would think of someone like me, it's just interesting to, like, think of, like, like, how I was in that moment, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, this is not really, like, a system update. I'm just talking. I think one reason also we're not making a lot of videos is because, maybe in part because of the depression, we're just not inspired, you know? Like, it's hard to, like, think of topics. Maybe we'll just make a, like, list of topics we want to talk about, because we seem to have an easier time discussing things. Like, I have an okay time, kind of. I think this is a strength of all of us. I know Derek doesn't think it is a strength of his, but I have an easy time of just, like, speaking for the most part. So I think if we just had some vague idea of a topic, we could probably make videos. So we might sit down one day and just make a list of, like, 10 videos we want to make and get to it. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna get, so this is gonna be like a big surprise, but I am Canadian, if you haven't caught on to that. So I think I'm gonna get Tim Hortons, a country's classic, with my mom. Very debatable if it's good or not, but I like it. So I'm gonna end the video here and do something nice with me and my mom. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching.